Yo, what is up guys? Zorain here with another Pokemon Auto Chess video. This one's gonna be a little bit different because our good friends at twitch.tv/Zorain, shameful plug right there, but I was streaming this game. And what happened was that I forgot that my microphone, I had to put my microphone in front of me. I kind of just forgot. I was just I was just so distracted that I kind of forgot to put the microphone in front of me, so you guys weren't gonna be able to hear me during this game. But I really wanted to show off this game because we got a really cool game with GRIMMSNARL, which is something that you don't really see. Typically, you don't actually ever see GRIMMSNARL in you never get two GRIMMSNARL with Impotemp because of the whole thing being a regional, so you don't get to see it that often. So I thought, you know what, this was a really good game. Let's just show it off. So this game, I was actually trying to get Masquerada again. That was actually the plan here. So I was going dark. We were planning to go dark here because I was getting a lot of dark units like C-Dot and Impotemp and stuff. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I should just go dark here, because that could be a lot of fun, especially if we could get Masquerada, because we landed on Masquerada as a regional. I was also thinking of going Typhlosion as well, because we landed on a regional with both. So I thought, you know what, let's try both of these. But that's just something that I was trying to do. So we do get 3 dark in here though, because we also get a dark stone during the carousel. We get a fossil, which allows us to go for a dust stone and allows us to get the dark. So that's why we're committing to dark, because we already got the dust stone. And not only that, my plan here was actually, since I have a dust stone, I could put it on Umbreon, which you'll see later on. So here I'm just scouting to see what people are running. I just didn't want to give out any additionals that could probably help them out, so that's why I was just looking to see what they were doing. So here I'm just looking what items I should maybe I should just pick items to try and just keep my my HP nice and healthy. And I'm just scouting again just to see where people are at. So like I said, this was on stream. I think this wasn't a custom lobby though. I do make custom lobbies when I stream. If you guys want to join them, feel free. So there's the Eevee. Now here was something funny. It was something funny. I was like, okay, I'm gonna lock the Eevee because as you can see, I have 30 gold, and I don't want to go below 30 gold. I want to keep the 30 gold for my economy, right? I want to be able to get as much interest as possible. And now here I'm just putting all the early dudes in case so I don't miss them, because you know me, I always miss them. And as you can see, the Eevee disappeared, and it wasn't just me just being weird. I have something weird with my nose, by the way. I'm sorry. It feels weird. But yeah, the Eevee disappeared, and I clicked on the on what it turned into to see maybe it was just a bug, but no, it just flat out disappeared. And the Ditto did actually get visually bugged, so that's why I ended up putting the Eevee into my planner just so it won't miss it. Which it was weird because I locked it and the Eevee just disappeared. So that was kind of funny. I was freaked. I was like, what the hell? Now here was really interesting because I ended up getting 3 darks as additionals, which was really cool. And I was thinking, oh, Alolan Meowth, that could be cool. I don't think I've seen Alolan Meowth it being played, so I was just like looking to see if maybe it turns into a field, because my plan here originally was I want to go Typhlosion, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Sprigatito, and that would be 2 fields, and then I would put the dark, and then I would just have Typhlosion with a Darkstone as well later on. That was the plan. So field, lots of field. So that's why I ended up going with the whatever that thing is called, the little purple cat. I'm never forgetting the name. Lipard or whatever. Not Lipard. It's the small one. I can't remember the name right now. But here I am. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to start rolling here to look for my Sprigatito. So I start hyper rolling for my Masquerada. Like I said, this was the plan, even though I had no Masqueradas, by the way. So you should probably never do this. is if you have nothing of something you're looking for, you probably shouldn't be looking for. But we also had Impidimp, so it was okay to do this because Impidimp is also one that I wanted to 3-star. So you can see I'm getting a couple of Impidimps and I got a couple of Frogaditos or whatever. And as you saw, I was like, oh, well, there's no portal for me anyways. I may as well just stay here in this region. And lo and behold, I get a Sableye. I actually got a Sableye. Now, it was okay that if I didn't get my portal in this situation because I had a Dust Stone. So even if I didn't land on the Sableye, I at least had a Dust Stone to kind of mitigate the carousel issue, which I still don't like, but it's whatever. And I just so happened to have a red orb, which is really nice. So Sableye was like just meant to be. But I decided to just give him all the items. He's gonna be my carry. He's gonna carry me through the early games. As you can see, he's going kind of hard. He's destroying this guy, which is perfect. So we didn't end up finding the Frigatito, which is completely fine. We couldn't find out the Masquerada. So we set our sights on someone else, which was the Impidimp. We wanted GRIMMSNARL. We still wanted the Masquerada. We were still in the phase of we want Masquerada, so that's why I ended up making 50 gold. Because I want to roll again. I think I slow roll it now because I'm at 50. So I wanna slow roll. I don't wanna ruin my whole economy just for this Masquerada. But if I find either Impidimp like GRIMMSNARL or I find Masquerada, then either one would be completely fine. We were already at 5 dark and 3 field, so we were in a pretty stable spot for us to be doing this. So that's why I just decided, you know what? Let's look for this Impidimp. I think this is a good idea. So I go for the glasses here, right on front of my face. For once in my life, it's actually in front of my face. The carousel actually really wanted me to play this dark game. They really wanted me to play this GRIMMSNARL game. We also get something else that we use this Dust Stone on. So you'll see after. You'll see when we get to that point. But yeah, if you're enjoying this type of content though, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. That'll show me that you guys actually kind of like this type of content instead of just me doing live commentary. Maybe you guys just like this whole voiceover thing. So make sure to subscribe and like. So here we find another Ditto, right? We're fighting Dittos, which is pretty good. And like I said, I'm trying to stay above 50. I'm just gonna slow roll. And Hype Time, shout out to Hype Time for subscribing. Thank you, Hype Time. All right, so there you go. There's another Impidimp. We start rolling again. We find another Impidimp. There you go, another one. You just keep hitting it. I was still on the whole idea of I should just go for the Typhlosion as well, but like I'm like I don't have the gold for this, so I probably shouldn't be doing that to begin with. As you can see, we're finding Impidimps like crazy. We're not finding Frigatitos, so the whole field thing that I had going on, the plan, I kind of had to like later on get rid of that plan because we're not getting the Masquerada anyways. We're gonna be playing around GRIMMSNARL instead because now we have a GRIMMSNARL, and that's when we just hit the GRIMMSNARL. We're like, yeah, that's it. We don't need to go any further. Not to try going any further anymore. We got our GRIMMSNARL, Masquerada. Thank you for your service, but we're probably gonna get rid of you. For now, we keep it because obviously we need our 5 dark. We don't need to get rid of it just yet. So here I'm thinking, what are we getting? I think I go for the magnet so I can get a choice scarf because it was like the best option to go for him. I mean, choice scarf isn't that bad in this situation. We're focused on crits. Why not? We just start giving GRIMMSNARL items because he's going to be our carry. We actually get something else later on in the game, which is I was laughing maniacally when I got this. So you'll see once it happens. This guy had a Nidoking, which is really cool. He actually ended up fighting a Nidoking. I think Nidoking is also regional, so that was really cool. Maybe that's why I was fighting Impidimp, because he was rolling for Nidoking, so I was fighting my own 2 costs that fit my thing. So we do also start rolling for, well, not yet, but we do roll for a Tyranitar later on as well. I'm pretty sure I get a Tyranitar this game as well. So this game was really, really cool. Like we got a lot of stuff. There was just a lot of cool stuff that we ended up getting during this game. So yeah, we are now at, let's see, We're now at six dark because we're level 6 and we have 70 gold. And we get the whole component thing. I don't think I even use this because I actually ended up needing all these items. All the items that I get, I actually end up just using. So I didn't end up worry about that. I guess something that I didn't think about though, actually I don't know if this works, but you guys can correct me in the comments, is if you can use the ticket on an item that's already on someone. So here's the fun part, by the way, before we continue that. I put in an Abra that gets me to human. And the fun part comes when I realize what it is, and it's payday. And I look at it and I'm just like, well, not yet, but I do look at it. I think right once this round is over, I do look at it and I go, oh, 3069 special damage. If the target is scaled, then I get gold. I get 3 gold because GRIMMSNARL is level 3. So I get 3 gold. I actually don't even know if this ever comes into play. I didn't really pay attention, but I thought that was funny. And Spirit Break, I don't really need Spirit Break. Like Spirit Break is whatever. It's like a whatever move. Payday seems to be just as strong. So I said, you know what? Let's have some fun. We might as well do Payday because it's not gonna get removed even if you get rid of Abra. Once you put the CD in, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. The CD has been placed into the GRIMMSNARL CD player. But yeah, so here I am looking at the fairies that we can possibly get for legendaries, because like I said, I got 2 dust stones. So the dust stone can go on whoever. It doesn't really matter. And we get another choice scarf. So I think this choice scarf ends up going on the Larvitar, because my goal was to try to find a a Tyranitar. So I was like, yeah, this is probably gonna work. And here's the fun part. So I went into a fairy portal. I was actually hoping for Xerneas here, but Cresselia was my second option that I was okay with. I guess my Girna was actually okay here too, because I think if it gets KOs, it gets ability power. I'm not sure, but I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go with Cresselia here because it heals. I wanted a fairy for this GRIMMSNARL. I just wanted some fairy synergy in. I thought, you know what, that sounds pretty good. And I start rolling here down to 40 gold just to see if I can find more GRIMMSNARLs. I ended up going down to 36 instead. I mean, not GRIMMSNARLs, sorry, some Cupitars, some Larvitars. Because like I said, I am going for Tyranitar. Here I'm 7. 7 is usually where, you know, your dark starts to ramp up. But you don't really need to worry. Like, you don't really need 8, especially when you're in such a good spot. Like GRIMMSNARL and Sableye are in here, so it's like you don't really need to worry. I have a lot of power, and I also have Cresselia to kind of just heal. If I had some you know, mana items on this Cresselia, this team would even go even harder. So here we get a Picnic set, and I kind of mess up. I don't know how this thing worked. This is the first time I've ever seen, and it even says that we Punch like sells it for money, but I didn't see the money actually go down. So I think it's bugged. Gives it to me for free. So here I get a Bisharp at level 7, and someone tells me in the chat, "Hey, why don't you diddle the Bisharp?" And I'm like, "No, I'm greedy. You know me. I'm a content creator. I need to go for the greedy plays, not the optimal plays. Yes, Bisharp would probably have been a good idea, but I don't think I would have won even with a Bisharp here. Oh yeah, here I lag as well, which was unfortunate. So I had to relog, which was fine. But I just wanted to make sure that I don't miss my turn. So here we go. We find another Litten, and we just keep rolling. We find more of these guys. We start getting Dusclops because like we could put 2 ghosts in because of Sableye. I'm thinking we could do Dusknoir as well, but then I'm like, I kind of need gold. I need to find this Tyranitar. This Tyranitar is more important than Dusknoir is. So eventually I end up selling it because I'm just looking for Tyranitar. And right there I was talking about the Pioneer being stuck. This Pioneer was just stuck there for some reason. And here we go. We're almost there. We literally just needed Yep, there you go. And it's in now. And we just get rid of the Poniard and put in Tyranitar. Because I wanted the Tyranitar in. And I needed to, I could have kept it for level 8. That would have been fine. I could have kept it for level 8. But I needed the Choice Scarf from it. So that's why I didn't go for it. I ended up just giving it a Reaper class to see if maybe it can crit with the payday and see if I can get money like that. So that was kind of the idea there. Like I was just thinking, how can I abuse this payday? Because I don't think I've been getting money. I probably might have. Let me look. No, let's see. What's his face went down and my my alarm went off. My alarm just went off. Like 11:30. I don't alarm because I kind of like fell asleep. So I had the alarm to wake me up so I can make this video. I ended up waking up earlier, which is okay. So here we get a Shinx though. We got a Shinx, which is really nice because now we have light. So now we can give it to Sableye. We also got Field in, which isn't that needed because like I said, our carry isn't really there. But it's okay. I mean, I lose this one because he has light. I thought the light bulb was part of the shiny, so I was like, how did he get that? It was not that. Shout out to Felikids for the follow. I still haven't forgotten you took away my Poro that one game and I went dead last. Thank you Felikids. I'm just kidding though. Shout out to Felikids for showing up on the stream. But yeah, we got another red orb and I just give it to GRIMMSNARL again because I need items in this GRIMMSNARL if I'm gonna be showcasing it. Honestly, GRIMMSNARL does some good damage. It's not even the payday thing. Like the payday is just there for fun. He's just doing really good damage, and it's showing. Like this thing is doing work. Now we're getting close to the end here, and this was pretty much the final team. I was trying to get gold to roll down to see if I can find Incineroar. But oh no, it wasn't to find Incineroar. In my mind for a little bit I was thinking that, but it was to get to level 9 so I can put 4 fairy in, because 4 fairy was possible. I could just get rid of Umbreon, put another fairy in, and we'll be good, right? Then we'll have 4 fairy for the GRIMMSNARL, because like I said, GRIMMSNARL is really good. We had the Carbon conditional, so we could have actually gotten a new fairy. We could have gotten Carbon, which is fairy and rock, and then we just give it a rock, a dust stone, and now it's also part dark. And here I'm like, oh god, wait, the teacup can fight back, it can heal too. Why can a teacup? Yeah, you better not lose to a teacup, Cresselia. Like, god damn, you're like a legendary like healing Pokemon, and you're over here gonna be losing to a teacup? Nah, we don't lose teacups around here. Instead of showing who's the better healer. Some healing diff going on right here. But yeah, pretty much I don't even realize that we're working so hard. This guy was playing ice, which was scary because it's ice, and then they both went down and we won. So I had 60. I ended the game with 65 gold, but it was okay. We were like I said, we high rolled this game pretty hard with Tyranitar and GRIMMSNARL and the Sableye and the Cresselia, so it was a pretty good game. But yeah, with that said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how you guys enjoyed this type of like content. If you guys enjoyed me just talking over it, it does shorten the video a bit because it's I did fast forward the footage, which is something I just learned how to do. So anyways, guys, if you guys do enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, this was a really fun game. I wanted to showcase GRIMMSNARL, so we made sure to do that. With that said, guys, I'm gonna go head out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.